Would you laugh if I bailed? Like, one of us just ate shit, crumbles underneath you.
Well, when Gabe sits in him, I'm worried.
There's not even a cup holder, is there? Like, should be like fucking cup holder right here, right?
Yeah. Have a fridge.
Everything. What do you want?
We're back live from the Mutant booth at the 2014 Arnold Classic Expo. I'm your host, Big Ron, and I got Johnny Doull on the show, fellow super mutant. How's it going, buddy?
Bro.
Hey. Now you put a lot of work into the last couple of months because you had a big shoot and you dieted down and you got in really good shape. So you did like a little mini prep for this, eh?
Yeah, what I did, I found out 7 weeks out from the Arnolds that I would have a photo shoot and a video shoot here with Jeffrey Saigo.
Yeah.
So, you know, I basically crash dieted and I wanted to turn it on hard for these 7 weeks and to show everyone what is capable of happening in 7 weeks if you really apply yourself.
Yeah.
And, you know, really push yourself to your limits and
full bore prep.
Yeah, full bore prep.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I think I showed people, you know, like, you know, you can really do a lot in even 7 weeks, right?
Yeah, your pictures look good. Your before and afters look good, man. Yeah. 7 weeks of just every single day.
Right, yeah. You just, you know, I never had any cheat meals till like 5 weeks area. And then I just kind of settled down. I was like, you know what, I'm not stepping on stage. It's for a photo shoot. I don't want to end up killing myself for a photo shoot, right?
Right. But you still get in really good shape, man.
Yeah. So like my glutes weren't like striated crazy, but like there was lines there. So that's all you need for a good photo shoot, right?
Yeah. No, especially
if you're not stepping on stage. So
yeah. So you must feel good to be here, be relaxed, and you're eating again, and you're having fun, and
I'm starting to feel out again. Lots of carbs in there. I feel much better. I suffered though, right, since I missed that flight on the way here.
Yeah. No doubt. It was a bit hectic to get here, which the Arnold's always is, because the connections to Columbus aren't always the best.
Yeah.
And but we're here now, and you're having fun. This is your first Arnold. This is your first expo with Mutant, right?
Yeah, man, I'm having a blast. Seriously, the fans are so great. It's crazy busy here.
Yeah.
I've been to the Olympia twice, not with Mutant, but I've been there, right?
Yeah.
And I was in there in 2011, and I was there this year, 2013, and man, it's nowhere even close. The expo part of it is nowhere even close to as busy as the Arnold. Like, just craziness, mayhem, man.
Yeah. Now, another thing too is your video series that you're doing, Western Redemption.
Yeah.
Are you a little surprised with how many people know who you are?
Very surprised.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people, a lot of younger guys. I find like a lot of younger guys coming up through.
Which is funny because you're 23.
Yeah. Hey, I'm young too. You don't gotta tell me twice.
No, this what you got here is a phenom. He's a junior national champion. He's in there with the men and the super heavies, competing, fighting tooth and nail. And I can't even wait to see what you're going to look like just with time, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, being 23, just with time. So you're getting a lot of young guys coming up to you.
Yeah.
And do you find they relate to you because of that?
I think so, yeah. And when I say young, I mean my age, right? Like around my age. They're just coming up to me, saying how they watch my videos and how they really look up to me and are inspired by the work that I put in and the content that I put out.
Yeah.
So it really makes me feel good that I'm able to kind of give back in that sense to the people that are trying to do the same thing I am, right?
Yeah.
Because we all start somewhere, right? We all have to do something. So I tell every one of them, right? Just be pushing content, right? I said I had no followers whenever I first started putting content out, like no followers at all, right? Barely any views. But I just kept pushing it, not because I had to, because I loved it and I wanted to, right?
Yeah.
And knew that that's how I was going to make my way, is it just to keep, putting the work in.
Yeah, just relentless.
Yeah, just relentlessness, right?
Yeah.
Just keep pushing.
Yeah, so you have your own fans already coming up to meet you.
Yeah.
And like I talked to Trevor earlier, and he said he was surprised how many people saw his video series. Yeah. And so just with time, there's going to be, it's just a matter of time till you're one of the main featured guys at the expo, one of the main featured guys on the team, you know what I mean? Like, it's just going to keep building and building and building.
To be fair, though, people get us confused.
Oh, right.
It's the beard.
You always have something to say.
They didn't tell you got parsley in your teeth, eh? Carlos been keeping that to himself. He keeps looking at it.
Oh, is that what you're looking at?
No, I just we wanted to set something up to mess with you.
It always ruins my day.
So since you were on the lab report in Vancouver, like 6 months ago?
Yeah, late July.
You won the overall at the New Brunswicks.
Yeah.
So now you're lifetime qualified for nationals.
Right.
You never have to qualify again. It's a fantastic situation to be in.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I did when I was 23. Won the overall provincials. Never have to worry about it again. It's all behind you.
Speaking of this, Ron, I seen a picture of you, early 20s. You want to see a guy that's impressive looking, unbelievable for a early 20-year-old, I was blown away at your physique at that age. Like,
what picture did you see?
I don't know. It was on a plaque. Someone sent it to me from Edmonton that lives in Edmonton. And they're like, look at Ron. He's the same age as you. And I was like, wow, man, he looks really, really good. So,
what happened?
What happened to him? No. You know what I'm saying, though, man? You had it going on even then.
I appreciate it, man. I want to see what picture you saw, because I don't even think I have any from back then.
No, it was on a plaque. It was a picture of a plaque of you. And your head of metal. It was of a show, side chest. Man, you look phenomenal.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'd like to see that.
I'll get it for you.
You know how it was back then? Like, those were the days when you had to get your photos developed.
Yeah.
Like, you had to take a roll in, get them developed, wait for him to come back.
You're telling everyone how old you are right here live. And live report.
That just, that makes me, a knowledgeable historian of this sport, right?
You do know your stuff, I'll tell you that.
So last night,
lifetime qualified.
Yeah.
What I tried to do is, whenever for nationals, whenever you were there, I can't compete size-wise with you guys yet, right? You guys are just animals up on that stage and dwarf me, really. So I knew I had to come in crazy shredded for nationals. But what happened was I didn't carb up correctly, and my lines kind of diminished. I was flat. I was super flat. Like I couldn't have been any more shredded. I don't think.
You could not have been leaner. Like I've seen guys exactly the way you were. It's up in person. It's ungodly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you really, really, really nailed your condition. But like you said, you always want to be better.
More, I couldn't get full. You know what I mean? I was just so flat. So anyways. So what I did, man, was I kind of took I came off my diet for 8 weeks or something like that after nationals.
Yeah.
I put on 20 pounds or so, and then I only did a 9-week prep for New Brunswick's, but I knew that I get lean really fast, right, getting ready for a show. So what I did was I did a 9-week prep, and I wanted to come in fuller, bigger, just bigger. I knew I wanted to come in bigger and look fuller on stage, and that's what I did too. I weighed 233 at nationals. And I was 239 at weigh-in for New Brunswick's provincials. And to be honest, man, I went on that stage and I felt like $1 million. Like I really did.
And it's funny how 233 to 239 is 6 pounds.
Right.
So 6 pounds
from July to
the
November.
way you look, the way you feel.
Man, 100%. Like honestly, I looked so much different. And like the cross striations, like the zipper in my quads were really, I was really even impressed myself with how they come out.
Yeah.
With being 6 pounds heavier,
Yeah. And I think that's something that a lot of bodybuilders do. What I see in you is an aggressive eagerness to be competitive, like a real animal drive, right?
Yeah.
And the reason I see it in you is because it reminds me of when I was coming to nationals my first time.
Yeah.
And what I think one of the mistakes that I made that, to be honest, I want to be able to help guys out with is I would always push myself down thinking that the guy who kills himself will win, right?
Yeah.
I always had that, if I just kill myself the most, then I'll win.
Yeah.
Like thinking that was what it was all about. And you learn your lessons a little bit, you know what I mean?
100%, man.
You see these guys cruise in, it doesn't look like they're suffering, and they win the whole show.
I'm gonna bring up a quote. Whenever I was 16 years old in driving school, I was in driver's ed. My driving instructor always told me, he said, red means stop and green means go. And now I know, and now I know. And what I did, it always stuck with me. And when I started bodybuilding, I applied that quote to my bodybuilding, and I found it worked phenomenal. So red means stop and green means go, and now I know, and now I know. So what that means is, you need to know when it's time to step back, to relax a little bit, put training not on the back burner, but kind of relax and let your body get the rest that it needs, right? This is in your off season.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to get your prep on, you're ready for a show, you best be ready to kill it, man. And your body has to be ready. So red means stop and green means go, and now I know, and now I know.
There you go. That's a good quote, man. And I always use the analogy of a race car going around a track. No matter how good a driver you are, no matter how good your car is, no matter what team you have behind you, you still need to take pit stops.
Yep.
If you don't, you lose.
Absolutely. Same thing, man.
You know
Same
what I mean?
thing right there.
You will lose. You'll guarantee yourself a loss if you don't stop.
Right.
And that's just how bodybuilding is. You got to change the tires. You got to, you know what I mean?
That's the exact same thing right there,
Yeah.
like what I'm talking about. You need to know when when it's time to go and when it's time to sit back, let your body relax, heal, get ready to go.
Well, I've been around a long time, and I know that you're going to be successful and get where you want to go because I can see it here.
Yes, thank you.
And that's where it counts the most, is here and here, right? I've seen a lot of guys with all the gifts in the world, but they don't have it here, or they don't have it here. They can't keep it together, and it never ever works out. Yeah. But I've seen a lot of guys that don't have all the gifts, but they got this.
And they go farther.
They go farther, yeah. So just, keep doing what you're doing, Johnny. We love having you on the team, and if there's anything that Mutant means, it's exactly that. Just relentless love for bodybuilding. So thanks for coming on, Johnny.
All right.
Johnny Doull from Prince Edward Island, Canada. in case you didn't hear it. But you saw him here live on the live report. Say hi to the world. Boom. Yeah, give him a shot.
What's
We'll be back live from the Arnold 2014 Expo at the Mutant booth. If you're around, come down and see us. If you're far away, stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
You guys.